Okay, so with my lamb shanks, I'm gonna be making Martha Stewart's cornmeal rolls. They look delish. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get 1/2 cup warm milk, 1/2 cup warm water, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 package of dry yeast, which is a scant tablespoon. And I'm going to add it to my mixer. Well, right now I'm just going to add it to the milk. So I'm using half of my raw Amish pasture milk. So I'm gonna give that a stir, and then I'm gonna add it into my my KitchenAid here, fitted with a paddle attachment. Oops, I have to add the sugar too. The directions say this should be about 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, I'm gonna get a tiny little spatula and get that little bit of yeast off of the spoon. Okay, Martha said let's sit in the bowl for 10 minutes, about 10 minutes until it's nice and foamy. It says egg yolks. Let's stand until foamy about 10 minutes. So that's what we're gonna wait for. Okay, so the yeast is foamy, looks nice and active. And then the next step is going to be to attach the mixer fitted with a paddle attachment. I have that. And so in here, I have the salt, 1.5 teaspoons, 2 cups of bread flour, and 1 cup of yellow cornmeal. I'm just gonna give that a preliminary mix to make sure that it's evenly distributed. Once I add it to the mixing bowl. Okay, and then the next thing I have to do is add 3 egg yolks. 3 egg yolks. And the butter. And the butter was 3 tablespoons melted and cooled. So I'm gonna add the egg yolks and the butter, which I have here. Here are my egg yolks and here's my butter, 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna add them to my mixing bowl. So I've taken off the paddle attachment. I've added the dough hook. This is what the dough looks like after a couple of minutes of mixing. And now she says to beat for about 5 minutes until the dough is smooth, soft, and does not stick to your fingers when squeezed. It's been about a minute or two. I just scraped down the sides of my bowl. And it's still going strong. Okay, Martha says that on a clean surface, take your dough out and lightly knead. It says, okay, hold on. To turn out dough, knead lightly into a ball, place in a bowl, brush with olive oil, cover securely with plastic wrap, let it sit in a dry place until it's warm, in a warm, dry spot, until doubled in bulk, about 45 minutes. Meanwhile, preheat to 400 degrees. So she doesn't say floured bowl, but I could just feel how kind of wet this is. I'm going to put it on a lightly floured bowl, knead it, and I have my board. I have floured board, and then I'm gonna put it into my lightly oiled bowl, and then I have my plastic wrap here. And I can't show this, so I'm just gonna have to, I scraped it. I have no way, I need both hands. Okay, ooh, Martha, this is so pretty. Okay. A little bit of flour. that's good enough. I don't think I need much more than this. I mean, that wasn't technically a kneading, but it's so fragile. Well, not too fragile. I'm obviously able to manipulate it with a rubber spatula. This is a beautiful dough. Okay, into the oiled bowl she goes. Okay, into the bowl she went, and here is just a little plastic wrap. Now I'm gonna put a little just kitchen towel, something on it like this, and let it hang out for 45 minutes or until doubled in size. I am gonna set a timer, but I'll keep an eye on it. Well, looky, who's doubled in size. Okay, this looks wonderful. So I've got my my scale here, and I'm gonna set it to grams, I guess. It doesn't matter. Ounces, should I do ounces? Let's see, how do we do that? Nope, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. Let's just start again. I'm just gonna leave it on grams. All right. So Martha says to divide it into 12 equal pieces and then put 1 egg yolk with 1 tablespoon of butter. Okay, let's start again. 1 egg yolk, 1 tablespoon of milk, mix, brush on the 12 equal cornmeal rolls, and then sprinkle a little bit of yellow cornmeal. So right now I am going to use the top of a Tupperware just to measure how much is in here, divide that by 12, and start cutting the cornmeal rolls mix, cornmeal roll mix. I just had to show you how beautifully this comes up. That is one pretty dough, Martha. One beautiful dough. Okay, so I zeroed out my scale after I put the lid on, just making sure it's 162. No, 762. 762, yeah, 762. Okay, divided by 12. I gotta get my calculator out. Okay, it's gonna be 63.5 grams each. 63.5 grams each. So I'm gonna start measuring, cutting and measuring. So it's been 10 minutes. What I did was I measured them out, I shaped them, I put them on a baking tray, and I put them in saran wrap, just the one that I had over my bowl. And so now I have my 1 egg yolk and tablespoon of milk, and I have some cornmeal. My oven is preheated to 400 degrees. They've risen so beautifully. Look at these little plump guys. Hold on a minute. Boop. Oh, I love you. I love you. You. Boop. And you. Okay. So here we go. Wait, let me just make sure this is what Martha says. It says bake until golden brown. Okay. I don't know. I have to read that part after I put it into the oven. First steps first. I'm painting, you guys. This is so fun. Look at how tender they are. This is so adorable. I'm just a cornball like that. Huh? You guys are the cornball. Boop. All right, let's see. But it feels so fun brushing these little tender guys with this. Might not have been a bad idea to put a little organic, whatchamacallit, is it, can't think of it. If it happens when you get old, it will hit me eventually. A little bit of, what's that thing where you put it so that something doesn't stick? Oat flax? Is it flax? All right, let me concentrate on this and then I'll get back to that. There's no such thing as multitasking. All right. So put enough so that the cornmeal will stick. That beautiful color those Amish eggs give you. It's just so vibrant. Okay. And then last but not least, a sprinkle of cornmeal. Not too much, just enough. It's hard to look at my buns and do this, but let's see, we'll try our best. It's been a long day. Everybody watching the Olympics? You better be. I think that looks good. I think that looks perfect. I don't want too much. I don't want too little. Because cornmeal needs a lot of hydration. Okay, so let's see what Martha has to say. All right, that's ball, parchment. Okay, in a small bowl, combine the egg yolk, egg wash, golden brown. Okay, so rotating 15 minutes. Transfer rolls to a wire, served same day. Okay, so 15 minutes. Rotating. We'll see how that goes. Say bye, my babies. Look at these beauties. Oh my gosh. All right, so I put them in 15 minutes. I did not rotate. It was just too hot. And I've got some melted butter. This is not part of the recipe, but can we resist? I need both hands, but let's see. Maybe I'll just, ooh. God, it smells like heaven. You're just too good to be true. Okay, it says transfer to a wire whisk. Wire what? Wire. Oh shoot, it's hot. A wire rack. Okay, wire rack. I need to take my ginkgo biloba. All right, so I just put a little bit of butter on them. I'm not gonna separate them. I don't want them to dry out in between. I'm going to be serving these, like I said, just as a side dish to my lamb shanks. And Martha said they're only good for, they're best the first day, but I'm hoping to get a couple enough to make Auntie Fee's pork roast. So I'm continuing my Auntie Fee series. If you don't know her, you could look her channel up on Auntie Fee and Tavis. But I'm gonna put a little more butter just to keep these guys glistening and moist. They're gonna have some carryover cooking because they're cooking on, you know, not on a metal pan, on ceramic, like stoneware. So they are gonna cook a little longer. Once they're just a little bit more stable, I'm gonna transfer them to this wire rack here. And then I'll let them continue to cool. So I probably will do that in just a couple of minutes, but look how glistening it is. You are a sight to behold, you little corn rolls. Yes, you are. You are also wonderful. Come on, everybody gets a little loving. I couldn't help myself. I got some lamb. Got some of my lamb, put a little salt on it. I got my biscuit. We've got to look at this. It smelled so wonderful when I was transferring it. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at underneath. It's so tender. Oh, shoot, how do I cut it? Okay, hold on. Look at how fluffy. Oh. All right, next step is the lamb. So I just got some lamb shank meat. Put it all down. Oopsie. Got a little tomato. I just want to taste it. Just like this. Okay, hold on. Let's put you back in here. Everybody in there. Everybody in there. Okay. Look at that fatty bit. I'm gonna taste it. Martha Stewart's corn rolls with my lamb shank. If you have nothing but time on your hands, make it. Winner. The cornmeal and the lamb. Oh my God. My family's gonna love it. Martha's American Food. Just get this book. There's all kinds of wonderful recipes in it.